Hello, my dear. Ron Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Okay, hang on. Anyway, I know you've done this before, but I like to remind you if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, hear it later, or somebody else will validate it for you and they'll go, ah, I know what he's talking about. I've had that happen. So one guy, 6 months later, he just got a hold of me and he said, one of those things that you said, it's not me saying it, it's them saying it, finally happened. So sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it's right away, sometimes it's just something you just kind of forgot about and you'll click tomorrow. Just the way it works. So we're going to talk to Gunnar today. And he's pointing up there, right there. What is there? It's my evil eye. Um, evil eye. I also have an evil eye pen. I don't know why he wants me to show you this. Maybe you need to go get a pen. They're not very expensive. Or just a little necklace, bracelet, something. Somebody's shooting bad energy at you. It could be just a coworker that doesn't like you, or I'm not going to say it's like evil, like dark, dark stuff. Somebody's kind of sending bad energy your way. You may not even know it. They may not be saying a word to you. Our thoughts, feelings, their energy. And I'm not going to try to explain it all in this message. Take too long. Anyway, you should go on YouTube and look up Protection Bubble. It's free. It's easy. I forget to do it most of the time because I am divinely protected at all times, but I still should do it. You just imagine a bubble around you. And I had these people, I had a steel wall behind me one time. Just imagine it. It's just the way energy works. I had this one couple, they just hate me. And I don't care. Not everybody's gonna like me. And but I could just feel them like throwing darts at me. It's their energy, their hate towards me. They'd sit there and they'd glare at my back. Well, I still drank my beer and had a good time and laughed. But I could feel it. So I started putting really heavy shit between us. Never sent anything bad back. But what I did say, will you please find them a place to go where they can have new friends they can get along with and be happy and leave me alone? It worked. It took months and months and months and months, but because they didn't want to give up. And even had the dude sit at the same table with me and sit there and go, I hope you die. That's some pretty strong hate energy. I went off on him though. He came back and apologized, said, too late. F you. So even if you don't know it, maybe you feel it, or maybe you just feel kind of bleh a lot when you've been around certain people. So he's just trying to help. You're not in danger. It's nothing like that. It's just that heavy energy that we don't need to hold. We don't need to feel. It's their hate. Let them keep it. Anyway, he's not saying who it is or where it is. I keep feeling like it's more like a coworker. So before I started, he was talking about the song Freebird. Is it Leonard Skinner? Don't quote me. Hang on. You probably know the one I mean anyway. Okay, he is saying he feels like a free bird, and I have a feeling that around the time that he left, maybe the funeral, maybe people getting together later, would play that song. Played that when my my Bob killed himself. He played it later, and I just had to run out of the building falling. So he says, but I actually feel like a free bird. It's like he's showing like he broke some chains, like he felt like he was tied up in chains, and he broke those chains and they're gone. All that heavy crap. When we go to the other side, and I always point up there because that's what people believe, but they're actually all around us. They're really not in your ceiling. That they peel us like an onion. They cleanse us. There's guides, healers, whatever up there waiting to cleanse our energy because our body, good grief, I'm muttering. Act like you can't talk. Maybe I need a beer. Anyway, they cleanse our energy so that it can take all the anger and the hate and the stuff that we worry about so much and strip that off of us. And our soul, our spirit is light and bright and vibrates like it's supposed to until we get down here and then we put all that crap on it. So he says the more you can find that happy place and dance like nobody's watching and keep your energy up like that, he said, the happier you will be. Like we had our first camping weekend last weekend. Got out, got to breathe, got to walk by the water, got rid of some of the crap that's stuck to me all winter, being enclosed in buildings and stuff like that. He says if you need any help with that, call on him. Promise you 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you. Call on him all you want to. If he was a good listener for you, or maybe he gave you good advice or something. Okay, he says you were the one that was the listener. You're the one that listened to him. But he can return the favor now. Just sit on the couch and just start talking to him. He'll hear you. And he'll do what he can to help you with the problem. Or just have somebody to talk to who isn't going to repeat your business. Okay, he keeps saying the name Georgie, and we stink at names. I used to get him exact, then for some reason that fell off. I don't have no clue why. I'm almost feeling like it's a girl called Georgie. Anyway, it keeps repeating Georgie, Georgie, Georgie. So you might have to stretch that outside the box a little bit. It could be a name close to that. And he's not saying why he's mentioning this name. He told me to spray my white sage. I get orders. Once I open up and I start talking, doing these readings, and they come down, they tell me to clean my desk, do this, do that, spray your sage. So you can, and there's always, if it's something that happens to me during a reading, it's meant for you. So even if you have people giving you the evil eye, I've got sage burning, I have a sage candle. I have this white sage that I bought, which I don't know if I'm assuming it'll work. And then I take my water jugs outside on the full moon and let them charge with the full moon energy. And then I'll put essential oils in there and little spray bottles. And I just made one up to put in my camper. It's kind of like saging. I put it in my carpet shampoo, or sometimes when I remember, I put it in a dog bowl, things like that. So Native Americans have been saging for yikes, lots and lots of years. There must be something to it. Okay, he's doing a funny little dance. I wouldn't have a clue what to call it. He's just kind of dancing. His feet are just kind of dancing. His arms are just kind of flapping. Just not any certain type of dance, but again, dance like nobody's watching. Or maybe they're not watching. Go in the living room, crank some music up, and just start dancing. I usually try to pick out late at night when I'm watching TikTok or something. I'll uh, I'll post 2 or 3 or 4 things on my Facebook so I can watch them again in the morning because it's always something with silly chickens or some great music or something, and that's how I start my day out, with light, bright music that makes at least I chair dance. I don't go out dancing much anymore, getting kinda old. So I think that's what he's trying to tell you. Get up, start moving around. Do it in a light, bright, uh, he says airy, AIRY, right? In an airy way. Just it'll totally brighten your mood before you go out the door if you work or school or whatever. He says he was really stupid for the way he left. Now, I don't know how he left. I've asked him not to show me unless I really need to know because I used to feel it, smell it, breathe it, and then cry after every reading. So I've asked him not to do that unless it's a necessity. He says it was really dumb. The things I did right before I left. But it's okay because I'm enjoying a kick ass life up here now. I'm still watching you. Then he throws his head back and laughs. He says, and not in a creepy way. And when you talk to him, you do not have to talk out loud. You can talk through telepathic ears. He'll hear you. When I go see my woo-woo lady, I'll get one beautiful thought and I'll just keep running it through my head because I don't want her to don't she can read my mind. I swear. I don't want her to know what goes through my crazy head. So I'll try to keep it full of something else. He says you're beautiful, and I always trusted you. So you guys are related, right? Can't find it. No, he's your cousin. Because he said he's glad he was related to you. Sometimes they feel like they're related, even though it's not blood related. You did things the right way, I did things the wrong way. But we still had mutual bond, mutual love for each other. Even though I was footloose, fancy free, and careless. But it's okay. I learned. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. What are you going to do with your life now? What's your goal? What would you like me to help you with? What are you going to do with your life now? Do it now before you get too old to do it. You're so pretty. I'm hearing another song. Hang on. Let me see if ALEXA can pick it up. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. Well, that one was a struggle to find. Don't ya? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me by the Pussycat Dolls? So go listen to that song. There's a message in there for you somewhere in it. I mean, you might even hear the song. Maybe you used to like the song. Maybe you used to sing the song. Maybe you'll be walking through the store and you'll hear the music. Could be anything. I don't know what he's doing. Hang on. What are you doing, dude? Dude. I don't know what he's doing. And there is always a reason for anything they show or say. Okay, it's like he's leaning forward like this, almost like he in push-ups. Can't tell that he's doing push-ups, but that's what it makes me think of. But his body's at an angle and he's just looking at something or somebody. I have no clue. That may be one of those things you figure out later because he's just in that position. He's not moving and he's face forward. Maybe that's how he watches everybody. I don't know. He's not saying. He's not moving. I can't twist his arm. Well, that's a little weird. Don't know what to tell you about that one. Anyway, he reminisces about you in his life a lot, his family, how he could have treated everybody better, how he misses everybody, but he doesn't miss everybody because he's still there. He can still pop in, he can still do things, but he still misses the physical body contact connection with family, if that makes sense. Telling you to open your eyes and see the light. He's being all cryptic in what his things he's saying. It's not giving me enough details. Open your eyes and see the light. There's something you're not seeing. Agreed, that could be anything. So he's had me staring at the ALEXA for some reason. He's got me staring at it. So this is why. Knocked 3 times by Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. I think that's who did it. Listen for some 3 taps. Could be in your car, could be outside, could be a woodpecker on a tree does it 3 times. Could be sitting in the house and you hear 3 taps, you think somebody's at the door, nobody's there. So when he does this, not if, when, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs. If you want them, it's totally up to you. So he's getting ready to leave, and he wanted me to remind you, just maybe $5 on Amazon or something. Just get evil eye, anything evil eye. Doesn't have to be any certain thing, but it's kind of weird. It seems to work on most people. So, he says, tell him to buzz off. That's not the word I wanted to use. That's the word I'm going to give Rhonda to use. I'm not afraid to say the F word, but I try not to do it too much in readings. Okay, but Daddy's leaving. He says, I love and respect you very much as he's walking away. So I hope you don't think there was any bad karma between us. And I hope you don't think any of this had to do with you. Because I still love and respect you very much. He's blowing you a big ass kiss. I think it's a ball. I think he's got a ball cap on him. He's lifting it up. It's not, I don't know if that's some kind of a sign, some kind of a hello, goodbye, something, but he's just kind of lifting the bill up and puts it back down. You might be walking down the street and see somebody do that. It's kind of different. I don't have a hat in here. It's a little bit different. Just kind of lifts the front up, puts it back down. Not sure what that means, but it would be unusual enough to catch your attention. Maybe he used to do that. Wind's kicking ass. Okay, with that, he's leaving. Thank you for being patient. I have been swamped with all kinds of different things lately. Much love to you, my dear Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.